Okay, so I apologize for not uploading in a while, but for this one, I'm gonna be remodeling the Piggy stream skins. I'm like 4 years late. Minitoon streamed 4 years ago, making fan skins. These are two of them. There was a Creekcraft one. I'm not doing that one, but yeah, we've got the Camilla and Tim skins. I'm going to remake these in my style. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it would help out a ton. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers before the end of 2025, and let's just dive into it. So, I began with the Camilla skin, as I really liked the concept and I kind of wanted to enhance upon it. So here you can see I'm changing up the colour of the eyes, and then I'm changing the colour of the arms and the head. Then I did the nose, trying to match it up with the original with like the cylindrical nostrils, and I tried my best to keep them symmetrical, so you'll see that sometimes when I'm moving stuff or rotating stuff, if it isn't the same number, I'll go back and I'll keep moving it and rotating it, trying to get it to look good. That's exactly what I was doing here with the nostrils. Then I moved on to the dark patches on the head, which were very easy to make. If you don't know how to make them, basically you do what I did, you scale a part inside, make it a tiny bit smaller, make it a different colour, then duplicate it, bring it out, scale it down, make it a negative part with Ctrl-Shift-N, and then adjust them. And when you've got how you like it, hit Union. As you can see, I had to change up some of the positioning, as it looked a bit off in my opinion, but then I managed to get something I liked. Then I moved on to the ears. Now the way I did the ears at the beginning was a bit strange, because I tried to do them already rotated, as you can see here, but the wedge that I made for the ears to actually like make it, it was kind of messing up no matter how I tried to do it. So I tried rotating it, but that didn't work, so I just scrapped it all, and then duplicated the head again, and then just made it so it wasn't rotated, so it was just straight facing. And this helped a lot when it came to making the ears. A bit of little scaling issue there, nothing to worry about. I then scaled that up, I brought that down, and yeah. So I made one bit a bit longer, just like the actual skin, and then moved the ear back. Scaled it up, did all that business, then made an inside ear by duplicating it, and then changing it to be a different colour, and then scaled it, messed with the scale a bit, and then what I did is change the colour, position it, rotate it, all that jazz, move that, and then move it a bit, and then we had it on the same on both sides. Now a little design element that I decided to add was actually first I added the horns, and then after that I decided to make some earrings, because I thought, yo, this could look pretty cool with some earrings. So you can see me making the earrings out of a cylinder here. Then I brought them up to the ear and I just kind of scaled it around. I duplicated it and I have two earrings. And then what I did was I grabbed the position of the head and then moved the horns to it, and then lifted them up so that they wouldn't be too off center. And I tried to do the same with the nose. Then I tried messing around with like making the head centered, but that wasn't exactly working, so I decided to just scrap that. Then I changed the color of the dress, copied that over to the clothing. Then I got a scarf from the accessory pack that I had, put it in the position. Then I realized something. I was scaling this on the wrong model. So I moved it over to the remodel, scaled it, changed the color of it, made it a bit darker, and yeah, that was that. And then a little trick I did for a pocket was I grabbed the hood mesh from the accessory pack and I scaled it into like some sort of pocket looking thing. And fun fact, this is actually what Minitoon did to make the pockets for some characters. And then, so when I had that, I positioned it, scaled it, rotated it, moved it, all that lovely stuff. Then I coloured it to be the same as the dress. Then I went to the toolbox and grabbed a knife. Actually no, I grabbed the trousers from a Willow model, and then just used them for some shoes. Named the hood to pocket because I just like doing that. Then I grabbed the knife. I had to deal with a bit of like rotating and positioning and all that, but after that was done, I was able to union the head, and then I was able to move on to very basic rigging where I kind of just weld everything, and yeah, that's Camilla. Then I moved on to the Tim skin, which is arguably my favourite of the two, and this would allow me to give some more detail. So I got a green colour, then I made the mouth. The mouth was heavily inspired by the Toby skin from Piggy, so I grabbed a cylinder, duplicated it, thinned it out, made sure they were both symmetrical, unioned it, all that fancy stuff. And then I grabbed a part, scaled it, made it a bit lighter so that you could see a difference in the mouth. Then I moved them both back. Then I just continued to scale it. Then I made some nostrils, just like I did with the Camilla skin. I made some nostrils the same with like the cylindrical shape. I was messing around with the rotation there because I wanted to get it spot on perfect. And then we had the nose pretty much done. Then I wanted to add a little outline to the mouth. So I did that by like making a darker colour of the mouth, and then I just scaled around with it, messed around with the scale, and it looked pretty good. Then I did the same thing as the Camilla skin, and then I made a little inside part, but then I scaled a negative part around the bottom bit of the mouth, unioned it so it had like a little opening. That's what I use for a lot of my skins when I'm trying to make like ventral fur. It's very useful and stuff. I tried doing the outline that I did with the mouth, but it didn't work, so I scrapped it. Scaled that head up a little bit, and then what I did next was I just positioned the mouth a bit more. Then I made the little... Then I made a... I tried to make some sort of like eyeline bit, but it wasn't working, as you could probably see. So I had to figure out what the problem was. It was just that union for some reason. So I then got that bit wrong, but I fixed it up by just adjusting the scale, and then they were a bit too big, so I decided to scale them down and then move them a bit, and then I actually got something that I was quite happy with and that I thought looked pretty decent. So I kept that. Then I made the little cylindrical bits that you can see on the regular Tim model. It wasn't that difficult to do. I just had to make some cylinders and mess with the sizing a tiny bit, which wasn't really a huge issue. And then when that was done, I named them. Then I made some cheeks. I was originally going to do like flat cylindrical cheeks by using intersections, but that didn't really work. So I tried moving it closer. That just looked even worse. So then I just grabbed a sphere, changed the size of it, and just put the cheeks on like that. Then I used the same trick as I did moving the ears for Camilla. I made them negative parts and like unioned it, but it didn't look so good, so I changed them, made them darker, made them smaller, moved them a bit, and yeah, I was pretty happy with the result. Then I grabbed a jacket mesh from my little mesh pack that I have made by Tsunami X Gamer, really cool guy. I'll leave a link to all of the stuff that I used down below in the description. Then I was just scaling around, messing with the size. Then I changed the colour. I tried to match the colour as close as I could, but also put my own spin on it. So I did that. I reverted it back to the regular beige so I could grab the colour numbers. Then I grabbed some upper arms from an R15 model in the accessory pack that I have, which I will also be linking down in the description. And then here comes pain, because these took quite a while to position correctly, or to position how I wanted them to. So that's why it doesn't really look that good as I'm doing it at the moment, because there were a whole bunch of different things. Then I just had to keep moving and adjusting and positioning and all that and scaling. But then I managed to get something I was decently happy with, so I changed the colours. Then I grabbed a sleeve mesh thing from those gloves, put the position, and then scaled them around the arms. Then I grabbed the colour of the jacket, then I pasted it into that, made it a tiny bit darker to make it look a bit better, and then just continued to scale. Then I duplicated and did the same thing on the other side of the arm. And then after that, I had to fix the arm. Then I grabbed a scarf cape mesh thing. I don't really know what it is. It looks like a scarf. I don't really know. Then I was going to make it a darker colour originally, but it looked quite good as the colour of the inside shirt, in my personal opinion. So I just decided to keep it like that. Then I moved the head up a tiny bit, tried to adjust it to not be off centre. That didn't work, so I grabbed the trousers from Cali, made the legs grey and like a darker grey. Then I grabbed a torch, as I thought that Tim, I'm getting confused because of the head, that Tim will look better with some sort of torch. So I did that, made his pupils a tiny bit smaller. Then I unioned the head, and then I rigged everything. I had to get rid of a few welds on the torch that I got, and then I just rigged everything together like usual. And yeah, that was the finished Tim model. Here are some side-by-side screenshots. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers before the end of the year. And if this video gets 100 views, I will be making these models public, which means you can go and use them for anything you would like to use.